Apple sucks.
This.
Why? Android,
This is Android.
it's...
Yeah.
How can I describe this? It's better in every single possible way. Bomb. So I started the week off with the iPhone 5C. Then I moved to the LG Phoenix 3. And now I've got the Nexus 6. Broke this one. I traded this one with my mom. And ended up with this one. Now let's talk about this phone. Alright, so today's video is going to be a little different. It's not going to be the regular sit down, just talk to you, and it's not going to be a vlog. Today we're going to be taking a shit on Apple. And then we're going to move it on to a larger scheme of things, but it's all going to relate with phones, because I've been through a lot of them in the last few weeks. Okay, let's do this. Three main themes. Number one, there's more features, there's better performance, there's more options, there's more freedom. There's so much more that you can do with the phone. It's just insane. It's like you're buying a disabled phone with iPhone. I mean, it's insane. The deals you can get, it's overpriced too. So you're getting a worse deal for a bigger price. I don't know why anybody would buy an Apple. And let me explain that with this just really quick montage of just destroying iPhones. Okay, so now that I've gone through that, let me just add some depth to this fanboy Android. I mean, this video would be really dumb if I was just dissing Apple and that was it. I mean, there's no point in that. So let's connect that to something deeper, which goes to theme number 2. Android. When you buy an Android phone, when you use Android, you're doing something bigger than just you. You're doing something bigger than just a company. What you're doing is supporting open source software. Open source software is where things are free for the public to edit. And that's super important. I don't know how much I can stress that. Why is Android so much better? Why is there so many features? I don't get it. I mean, I thought Apple was a pretty big company. Don't they make lots of money? Well, why their software's pretty good too. I mean, why wouldn't you use that? Because Android has 100 million developers or something like that. How many does Apple have? Only the people hired at Apple. It's an arms race where you've got an army fighting a tiny baby. Apple is that tiny baby because they don't have open source software. And when you have everybody collaborating on this one big project, beautiful things come out. The world runs on a software called Linux, and Linux is open source. Almost anything that you use, which is really amazing, is open source, like Wikipedia. Apple is the opposite. Apple is not open source. Apple is private, very, very private, very locked off. That's the deeper reason on why we should use Android. I mean, this phone, it's open source. You're supporting freedom. You're supporting creativity. You're supporting people instead of a company. Android has Google as well, but Google's sort of just like a mom, I guess. Not as much as the tyrant as Apple is. Okay, so why do people buy the Apple then? And I'm not gonna attack anybody on this, but I mean, it's because their families do. It's because their moms and dads use Apple, and because it's just easier to integrate. I mean, when you buy one Apple product, it just seems like they put you into a chain of just buying more and more and more and more. So they make more money while we suffer. Yeah, that's like the biggest reason, but also blatant conformity. I mean, like, if you just did 5 minutes of research, you would find out just how much better Android is. But those millions of people don't do those 5 minutes of research, so that kind of makes me a little sad about humanity. Next section. Let's get past the just destroying Apple and promoting Android, and let's get to something more important. I want to talk about the power of the phone, because the phone is super powerful. It's a tool that can be used for insane things, like just mind-blowing ideas. It's like a full-blown supercomputer by the 1980s standards in your pocket with you all the time. So that's insane power. Or great power has to be used with great responsibility. And while there's great things you can do with the phone, there are also extremely terrible things that you can do as well. So one needs to be careful when using the phone. And that's why I made a bunch of rules for myself, so that I never spend too much time, that I never start procrastinating on this, so that it never becomes more than just a tool. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. The video's getting a little long, so I'm just going to cut off my deep thoughts on phones. What do you guys think? Ask some questions. We're going to have another Q&A soon, so we're going to need more questions. I'm also going to be heading out to Michigan soon, so another vlog. You guys will meet my sister. I don't know if you guys have before you, or so. There we go. See you guys next time. A disabled phone with iPhone.